gloves on. Get my gloves on, getting just a couple more things prepared before you. Just get a couple of things set out real quick. So I'm thinking about pouring black and white and then one color. So like a bunch of pours today, that would be black and white and blue, black and white and red, so that was kind of my plan today, is a bunch of pours that are just black and white and then a color. How is everyone doing today? I hope you're having a good day. All right, so I'm gonna do, I think the first few are going to be just black and white. I'm gonna do 3 that are black and white alone. Then I'm gonna do 3 that are black and white and turquoise. I'm thinking. All right. So let me grab a cup here. I just reuse the same cups, you know. So let me layer some. I just mixed up new black and white, so I'd have a full one for this. So here's some white and some black. So the first 3, I'm just going to do black and white. No other colors. And some black and some white. And these are 4-inch ceramic tiles. And then I will mount them and they'll become a piece, kind of an art piece together. And I'm going to do 3 together, 3 tiles in each piece. So 3 of these will be just black and white, and then 3 of them will be black, white, and turquoise is kind of what I was going to go for. How are you doing today? I see I have a couple people have popped in, checked out what's going on. Okay, just a tiny bit more white and we should have plenty. We should actually have a little extra, and that's good. So I'm going to do what's called a dirty pour and just randomly pour this on here. And I do not have any silicone in it today. So I go to each corner and then kind of back to the center a little bit. And then back to the center until I like the composition of it, kind of crowded. Try to get it back on there. Make sure everything's level. Okay, now this one. And I'm getting stuff on those other ones, but they're going to be black, white, and turquoise. So not a big deal. They're going to be the same colors. And this one has quite a bit of paint. That's okay. Hey, good morning, Evangeline. How are you? Thank you. Thank you. I hope you have a great day. And then I'm just kind of scooting it back to the middle a little bit. Trail of the Wild Wild, welcome. Thanks for coming in. How are you doing? How is everyone doing today? Okay, I'm going to do this last one back here, and then I'll be adding some turquoise to the black and white. So today is just going to be, I'm going to be painting black, white. These first three are just black and white. Of course, we got some grays because we're going to get a little bit of mix. But the next ones are going to be black, white, and a color. So the next three will be black, white, and turquoise. And then I think I'm going to do some black, white, and yellow ones. And then some black, white, and red ones. So it's kind of going to be, that's going to be the color scheme today for my live pour. I hope everyone had a great weekend. And for everyone that is a father or in the father role, I hope you had a great Father's Day. All right, and so I'll give those a quick torch, but they really don't need much of any, I don't have any silicone in them, so where is, oh, right here in front of me. Inspired Art by Mary. Well, hello, welcome. Thanks for coming in. How are you doing? All right. I'm going to put some turquoise in this now. So we might be able to get 2 out of that. Let's see. All right. Oh, you're doing good. Good. That's awesome. I hope you had a great weekend. That little pop of turquoise is real nice in these. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Mike the Greek. That's my husband. And he just went to Lowe's for himself for some work supplies. And he got me some polyacrylic. I've got a bunch of paintings to seal, to put clear coat to seal them. And that's what I use is the polyacrylic. So, well, thank you, Mike. That was quick. I really like these cells in here. I'm going to try to get them back towards the, back here in the mix. All right. That pop of turquoise is sure nice in there. And Floetrol. Thank you. Thank you. This last Floetrol that I got, Floetrol is the pouring medium that I mix with my paint. This last Floetrol I got is quite thick. It's kind of interesting. I'm not sure why it's quite so thick. I noticed I had to add a little bit extra water in this last batch of stuff I poured. I mixed up the paint. All right, I'm going to give this one just a quick torch to, mainly to pop any air bubbles. Trying not to drip on my other one here, while making sure I get all the edges. You always have to make sure you get the edges real good. All right. Hey, Shepherd's Treehouse. Welcome, welcome. How are you guys doing? Sorry, I haven't been in many of the chats. You guys are probably not even in a lot of the chats, just the same reason probably from me. So I haven't really gotten a chance to chat with you guys. Is this Tommy or Selena or both? How are you guys doing? But yeah, I've been lurking in a few of the chats, but I have not been chatting too much, kind of trying to stay out of the, the whole drama of everything. So, how are you guys doing? How's the new job and everything? I was actually going to message you guys soon because I was thinking about you and I was wondering how you guys were doing. And yeah, I'm doing real good. A lot has been going on. I'll have to message you a couple of the things that we had talked about. I'll tell you some update on my brother and a few of the things. But and my mom, she broke her back last week. So please pray for her. That's why I have been kind of missing from making videos and stuff. My mom broke her back. She passed out and fell and broke her back. So I've been a little bit busy with that. It's been kind of crazy. But yeah, and other than that, just summer's here and getting busy for the summer. I have a bunch of art shows coming up. So just kind of getting ready for the summer shows. Yeah, it was crazy. She broke her back. Well, she actually went to the doctor a couple times before they actually finally decided to do an x-ray, and they just thought she had a sore back. And then they finally x-rayed it, and oh my gosh, she had broke it. So that was kind of terrible. Quite a shock. Getting to spend time with the grandkids. How was your Father's Day? Happy Father's Day. That one just has a little pop of turquoise. I kind of like it. All right. Try and make sure I have it level. All right. So now I'm going to do some more black and white, but add, I think, some yellow, and then we'll do black, white, and blue. I'm going to do black and white and then just a pop of color today. Oh, thank you, Evangeline. Thank you. Yeah, she's in terrible pain. I just feel bad for her because there's not much they can do. So it's just painful. Oh, you had a good Father's Day? Good. Mike had a great Father's Day. We got a big steak and we cooked a big old steak dinner and stuff. So that was great. Trying to get these set over here without knocking them down. It's quite tricky. Oh, thank you, Inspired Art by Mary. Thank you so much. Yes. Many prayers for her to have some less pain. She's been in so much pain. I just feel bad. Okay, guys, I'm getting some more of these tiles out. I gotta make sure these, sometimes they get on some paint and they're not level. So I gotta make sure I have them nice and level. I'm usually on live streaming on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but that's why I was not on this last Thursday. Was quite busy with that because we also have family coming from out of town. So we've been preparing and getting ready for the family to come in from out of town. And then that happened. And oh gosh, I'm so glad if you have me up on the big screen, it's not a face-to-face one. Ugh, that would, I'm glad it's a painting one. All right, so the next one we're going to do black and white, and we're going to do, I think I said red. We'll go with red first. All right, thank you. I'm really happy with some of the paintings I've done recently. I put up a video last night, and that one was so vibrant and pretty. It was really cool. So I've been really happy with some of this new paintings I've been doing. I've been practicing some new things. Yes, I'm so glad that you got decided the day the big screen I'm doing art and not face-to-face. I'm sure you've had those moments where people have said, oh, I've got you up on my big screen. You're like, oh, wow. Oh, okay. I'm sure you've had that same. So black, white, and red. Amna's Kitchen. All right. Well, welcome. How are you doing? I'm doing pretty good. I'm super, super busy, but pretty good. So I don't want to get too much because I'm actually going to do 3, I think, in the black, white, and red. And then we'll do 3 in black, white, and another color. Maybe cobalt blue. We don't have much of the cobalt blue, but it looks real nice with red. I mean, with black and white. Looks good with red as well. All right, so I'm going to do these back ones here. The red is kind of getting swallowed up by the black in this one. I maybe should have put just a tad bit more red. Yeah, the red is really getting swallowed up, but it'll have just kind of a touch of red. And when I torch it, a little bit more of the red may come through. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll message you on Facebook. Yeah, I would love to see it. I've done a few more of those crosses that turned out real nice. I'm so glad it matches the room. That's awesome. So I'm just adding a little bit more red. I thought that one it just barely has a few specks of red. The black, it's all about the densities of paint. So if like the black is a super heavy, dense paint, and so it kind of swallows up the red. Mike was just in the chat, but then he had to get going. He's starting a new big project today for work. And so he had stopped at Lowe's for me, stopped in the chat to let me know that he picked up me some supplies, and then he had to head on to the job site. Trying to set it down without mucking it up. All right. I'll do one more in the black, white, and red. Doing them at the same cup, and you know, they come out so different every time. You never know how they're going to come out. So I just put some red and the white in there. So the black really takes over. All right. Seems like the camera is zoomed in or something. It really seems close. That's okay. I can't be on too long today. But I was thinking about coming back on either tomorrow morning or tonight, since I'm going to be on. Usually I'm on about 2 hours, but today I probably will be on closer to 1 hour. I've only been on for 22 minutes now, so quite a bit longer, but I won't be doing my 2 hours. This one almost looks like, I don't know if you guys can, no, you can't kind of, I'll turn it. Almost looks like a shark in there. Wrong colors, but it looks like a shark. Oh, I gotta wipe that off. Okay, so now we're gonna do black, white. I think yellow would be fun. Black, white, and yellow. I don't use yellow enough. I've been really using a lot more yellow, enjoying it. I just reuse my cups, so sometimes they stick together and it's hard to get them apart, but just reuse them over and over and over again. All these have holes in them, but on purpose. I cut the hole for the floating cup style. I got to find one that doesn't have a hole in it. All right. Those ones have holes. I got to set them aside. So what's everybody got going on today? What are you guys up to? Today is the last day of school for the local kids, and summer break starts up. I'll push that over just a little bit so you can see those ones a little better. This yellow is what I'm using. It's a kind of a darker yellow. I like how it dries. What's everyone's favorite color? I think that's enough to get going. Enough paint. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I always change my favorite color. Sometimes it'll be one color. Sometimes I just like all colors. This is a nice yellow. Yellows are a little bit tricky because yellows are kind of a more translucent color. Oh, my poor cat. Sorry if you guys can hear my cat. She's getting old. She's not feeling good. I think she's gone blind too. But anyways, she's fine. Now she's going back to sleep. But anyways, yellows are a tricky color to do this type of painting with because yellows tend to be a translucent color and it's all, oh, was it buffering? I'm so sorry. I just ordered a cable and a new, what is that cable called? But I'm going to go, because I'm only like 4 feet from the modem. It really shouldn't be doing that. And I'm so sorry. I feel terrible when it starts buffering. But if I hardwire the laptop to the modem is what I understood, it'd help. So I'm going to try that. But since yellow is a lot less dense of a color, it's a translucent color. Translucent colors tend to be a lot lighter and less dense. You can have a hard time and just lose the yellow in it. So this darker kind of creamier yellow really dries nicely and doesn't tend to get lost in the other colors so much as some of the more translucent lighter yellows. Like a neon yellow is very hard to work with, and like mainly the dirty pour technique, it would get very lost. And that's what this is, the dirty pour technique, when you're put it in a cup and then you pour it on. That's the dirty pour technique. I feel so bad when it buffers. And I have done so much research trying to figure out why. We pay for the highest speed internet, the top internet, and I don't know. For the longest time, I didn't buffer at all. And then last 3 weeks, I'd say, maybe a month, it's been really an issue. I am so sorry. I'm just going to continue on, though. I won't be on all that long today, so. Just getting a little bit more in here to finish the third tile. I like to do them in tiles of sets of 3, because then I mount them on pallets, old pallet wood or barn wood, and it looks nice when it's a set of 3. Hey, H7, that's so funny. I was literally just thinking about you. You must have known I was thinking about you. I was like, oh, H7's usually in here by now. That's hilarious, because I really was just thinking about you. So what I'm doing today is I'm doing black and white and then a color. So I did just black and white ones. Then I did black, white, and turquoise. Then I did black, white, and red. This one, the red kind of got lost. There's just specks. And then now it's black, white, and yellow. So how are you doing, H7? How was your weekend? I haven't talked to you in a week, I guess, or so, because I haven't been in too many of the other chat rooms, and I haven't gone live. I was telling everybody last Thursday I didn't go live. My mom broke her back. So that's been kind of crazy, and I feel so bad for her. She's in so much pain. But yeah, not terrible, but it's fractured. And so yeah, it's a darker yellow. I really like this yellow, especially to go with black, because black is such a dense, heavy color, and yellow is such a light color, weight-wise, that it gets kind of lost at times. And I don't have any silicone in this, but black and white together, I've noticed with the Floetrol, the pouring stuff I use, black and white together will make a lot of cells without even having any sort of silicone. Black and white together just tend to do that. Oh yeah, the warm weather is helping. Do you do any hiking or getting out and like here, kayaking and paddleboarding? Stand-up paddleboarding is huge here. But so now that the weather's nicer, are you able to get out and about and enjoy the nature and the scenery? And so that was crazy. Quite a few cells popped up when I did that, but I had 0 silicone in it. Oh no, your back's hurting today too. You're feeling the pain. Oh no. I'm going to set this one aside, guys. Try to get it completely set aside. I have a bunch of the light switch covers and a couple of magnets and another tile. Awesome. Tending to the garden, that's always good. Trying to get some paint moved over so I can get more over there. Okay. And not, the key is keeping everything level as you do this. All right. Now I think these ones are going to be black, white, and this like fuchsia, vivid fuchsia, I think it's called. Here in Washington, you know, we get so much rain and stuff. This winter, we really didn't get that much rain. We didn't get our steady rains like we usually do. And so, but anyways, normally we have a lot of rain and stuff. So as soon as it gets nice weather, we do a lot more camping and hiking and fishing. And then towards the later summer, we'll forage for berries. So we definitely have a much more active outdoor lifestyle for summer. And every winter I say, we're going to go on winter hikes and we're going to do winter outdoor activities. I don't care if it rains. And then in the winter, you look out there and you see it's raining and we don't go on the winter activities. But every winter I say we're gonna. All right, so I have a double light switch cover and a single light switch cover. Just a second, I've got to bend this just a little bit. It's like there. It was not level. And I just reuse these same aluminum pans over and over and over again. And that's what tends to happen is they get kind of bent a little and unlevel, but you can bend them back into shape pretty easily. Oh yeah, especially in winter, it's just a little bit easier. The internet kind of is a little bit for the it takes over that allure. You don't want to go out and about. But back in before the internet, it was, you know, boredom. You would go ahead and go, even if it was winter. I'm not liking this one. I can already tell you that. That is not what I was looking for. I think I can fix it though. Let's set it back down before I mess it up more. Okay. It had too much chunk of white through there. It didn't really match up with the rest of it. Okay. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to the chat. I get distracted looking at it. I like that color combination though. I think I'll do a little more in those colors. Oh geez, the whole back corner is nothing on it. I got paying attention to the part I did not like and didn't finish the back corner. I think we got it all now. All the edges are covered now. So I'm going to fill up a little bit more those same colors for this light switch back here. What time is it? I have to be somewhere at 11:30, so I got to pay attention to the time today. I even set myself an alarm on my phone. I can't get too distracted in painting and not pay attention to the time today. Because I have done that. I've done that many a times. I like those colors. Black, white, and that vivid, it was, I can't remember what, vivid fuchsia. I gave it just a tiny stir, not much. So what I do sometimes when I have what's left over, I just go and then set this aside and continue working. And I think especially what we were just talking about with the allure of the internet and the winter and not going outside as much, it has to do with the, we live in both the different corners of the country to where it's very, very cold and the winters are very harsh. I think if you live in a climate where the winter isn't quite so harsh, it's much easier to go out, winter doesn't affect them as much. But you definitely live in a harsher winter climate. And I do sometimes, not quite as much as you. Okay. So this is just going to be a magnet. I'll show you. Oh, there's way a lot of paint on there. That's okay. A lot of paint on there. I don't know if this new time change, if people just haven't realized that I changed my time for live streams, or if it just doesn't work with people's schedules. But I have noticed that I have not had as many people in here. Yeah, winter is the majority of the year there for you. So let me ask you this, H7, because we've talked about Visalia before. Do you say it Visalia or Visalia? I say Visalia. My mom went to Tulare High School, so I have lots and lots of family in that area. Not so much anymore because my grandparents, no, neither one of them are still with us. But I used to have lots and lots of family in that area. I still have cousins and aunts and uncles, but so do you say it with the Visalia or Visalia? Because I know people, it's a subject that people either say it one way or the other, and they. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, so you do. Okay, yeah. So it's funny how in the same town too, people that have grown up lived there forever, and they call it two different things. My mom, grew up there, but well, she grew up Tulare, Visalia, the same area. But so yeah, it's funny how people say it differently. And I'm not sure your way might be totally right. It's just the way I grew up saying it. Okay, all right. So sometimes like Visalia, I don't know. I've heard it said so many different ways. I spent lots and lots of summers in that area. Lots of summers in that area. Because we used to go to my grandparents. Sorry, I don't know if you can see that, but I'm trying not to drip on the other ones. Used to go to my grandparents for the summer. So we were down there in the Tulare, Visalia, Porterville area a lot as a kid. Yeah, the emphasis on the second syllable. I think many different reasons also. Um, I think also because uh, you're logical. Like, I think some of the people that we have dealt with on are not logical. I don't know. I don't, and I think that's why we click because we're both kind of we see the logic and we're both pretty logical. When others haven't been so. So this one I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do black, white, and I'm going to throw in some turquoise and that fuchsia, or yeah, fuchsia. It is windy outside all of a sudden. I heard all this noise outside, looked outside, and it all of a sudden got all windy. It wasn't a little bit ago. All right. So yeah, today has to be a little bit of a shorter live stream. some reason we just ran out of purple. Got to put a little bit more in. And I know I'm pouring a lot here, it seems like, but I'm trying to go for that. I don't know. It's kind of a look where it's kind of piled on there. Okay, got two little spots I need to cover. I like those colors as well. I think that looks nice. And then sometimes, because I have to make the area that I just poured on kind of blend, because sometimes it will, so I kind of just with my finger. All right. Yeah. I'm liking the turquoise and I think I might do this other one. I was going to do it different colors, but I think what am I doing? Making messes. Just going to go ahead and do this one, that color too. Trying to get a few things, last minute things done. These probably won't be dry quite in time. But I have a big sale on July 6th. So it's kind of that crunch time to get things finished for that. Quite a bit of black in there. I really don't need much black. My cat is so weird. She lays on the back of the chair, like the back top part, and then she falls off constantly. I don't know if it's her natural instinct, because to be like up on a tree limb, I don't know. She just lays over the top of the back of the chair, but she just fell. I don't know if you could hear that. All right, let me get this into view a little bit better. See, if you wait too long, the colors will actually start sinking. Black is very messy, though. I don't know what it is, but I always get it everywhere. I've got it all the way up my forearms right now. And I don't really know why that color is more messier than others, but I just tend to get black everywhere. Just touching up the edges. I do have one little spot where I need just a little more paint. Wipe my hands off real quick. Oh, you had a cat that would do that too? Yeah, I wonder if it's just kind of the natural instinct of them, because they're normally, like in the wild, would be laying over like tree limbs. But she lays over the back of the chairs, and then when she gets good and asleep, she starts falling off of it. And you hear her constantly fall. You would think she would not want to lay there anymore, but she gets right back up and lays there. Just dragging some of the color down into it to kind of make it match, not make it look like I added a second, you know, bit. All right. How long? Okay, I can't be on here too much longer because I have gotten paint all over myself. I will have to wash up before I can go run my errands. Okay. I have one of the plaques. Trying to make room to get this out of our way. There, that's. And I am loving that color combination so much. I honestly think I will go ahead and use that same color combination for this plaque. I finished up so many plaques this weekend with the help of Mike. I have to say that. But we got a bunch of them clear coated, a bunch of them the hardware on them. So those are going up in my Etsy shop probably today. I know the first set of them I already got photo. Lily, how are you doing? Thanks for coming in. I'm actually not going to be on here too much longer. Today is a little bit shorter of a stream. I have a couple of places I've got to be here in a little bit. And so today I did black and white and then just like a pop of color in with each of the black and white. Mainly tiles today. I'm trying to not use my canvases so much for the live streams because my live streams, I tend to crank out so many art pieces in the hour, 2 hours that I go through my canvases way too quick and it's just too expensive. So I'm trying to do a lot more of the smaller, cheaper items during live streams. Yeah, thanks for coming in. Yeah, I'm so glad you were able to make it for a little while. That's awesome. Just a little bit more white in there, and then I'm going to pour this. Something is clogging it. That's okay. All right. So I'm so glad you're doing well. Ooh, I hope that's enough. I think I should put just a little bit more paint in here. That doesn't look quite enough. Can't get too much white out, but let's get some purple and some of the turquoise. This is just a little 1 ounce cup, so it really doesn't hold too much. I wish I could get some of that white. Gotta take the lid off. And then I'll have to investigate after the stream why it's not working. I did some light switch covers. I did some tiles. And I did some in the same color. It's very nice. Thank you. I was just going to do the white, black, and the fuchsia, and the white, black, and the turquoise. I wasn't actually going to do with both. And then I saw them sitting there together, and I thought, let's try that. And I'm glad I did. It really turned out well. Trying to make sure I get all the edges. I like that this one I got some vivid black and whites. I don't have so much of the gray. So that's really nice. I'm just going to get the over a little bit more composition I kind of enjoy. All right. Yes, I like that I got vivid whites and blacks. Nope, we didn't really do anything special for Father's Day. I invited my dad over for dinner, but he was super busy, and so he couldn't make it over. But we just got some steak and grilled up some steak and had a big dinner, and that was about it. Did you do anything for Father's Day? Did you have any special plans for do anything this last weekend? Oh, it's been so hot. It's been all right here. It's been it hit the 90s, 95 a couple of days, which is rare for here. We don't usually get too hot like that. But it just a couple of days and then it cooled back down. So it wasn't too awful hot for a long stretch. And then this next week, I have family coming from out of town. I think they're going to freeze. They're coming from Texas, and it's going to be, the highs are going to be, I think, 60 this whole next week. So I think they're going to freeze. So I have a couple of cups here that have just a little bit in them that I'm going to go ahead and use up the scraps, kind of. And these I just make into magnets is what I usually do. We did some black, white, and yellow. There's not much yellow left in this cup, but that's what this was the black, white, and yellow. Oh, your dad, he's out. He loves his gardening. That's awesome. My dad lives very, very rural and loves his solitude and doesn't like to, he loves when we come visit every once in a while and stuff, but he doesn't go out and about and leave too much. As the weather's warming up, we'll go to his house a lot more. His house is very nice to go when it's super hot. He lives on a river. Yeah, you're in Texas. Yeah, my family is coming. Well, they're on their way right now, actually. They're driving, but they'll be here tomorrow. And I think they're going to freeze. They're probably used to some quite a bit warmer weather than what we're having here this next week. It's going to be super cold for them. So I'm just trying to use up a little bit of what I had left in the cups here to make some of these magnets. Does this cup have any? Oh, yes. This cup has red. I'm going to put a little more red in.